Alright, you guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to the Wolf Pack. If I'm being honest, but not getting into too much detail, life has felt extremely heavy for me lately. Been going through a lot, so I am going to do what I do best, which is get out in nature and try to connect with my soul a little bit. Hiking, doing a little fishing, cooking, just being outdoors and trying to reset. I'm in a new spot that I've never been to before. Believe it or not, I have not done something like this in a really long time, so I'm already feeling out of my comfort zone, even though this is what I know will bring me back to myself. So let's go grab the gear and hit the trail. All right. My setup today is extremely organized. Some cooking stuff, my cooler, and of course my power station, which I'm going to show you guys later. For now, I'm just going to get my little backpack with some essentials for this little hike and my fishing stuff. The mosquitoes are really bad today, so I got this deep free, can't forget bug spray. I should have just brought a tackle box, but I've got this bigger one, which I'm hoping will fit in my backpack here. It does. Now I just gotta get my 9 and my fishing rod. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. That would have been just like me to forget my bait. I almost forgot to even get it this morning. Got some night crawlers. Oh, so cute. They fit perfectly in my little tackle box. Okay. I think we're almost ready to rock and roll. So, honestly, I ended up coming to a different trailhead because the first one that I went to, I found out that it was mainly for mountain biking. I ended up finding this different trail, and there are a couple cars here, but it's not nearly as crowded. Alright, you guys, I am officially on the trail. I feel like it took me a while to get going, but that's okay, because we are here now. Got my backpack and my rod and my 2 feet on the ground. It's been a really long time since I've done anything like this, especially on my own. So yeah, I feel really proud of myself for even making it this far. I overcame my anxiety and just obstacles as far as trying to find a spot that I could also like feel comfortable filming for you guys. So I had to pivot a little bit and I still followed through. So I am on the way to the water and yeah, I'm already feeling better. I'm just like proud of myself for not giving up. I know by the end of this video, I'm gonna feel totally reset, grounded, centered. Yeah. This is nice. But yeah, I don't really have a goal for today. I'm just kind of going with the flow. It would be really cool to find some edible mushrooms, like chicken in the woods or something. We've been getting so much rain lately that mushrooms are just popping up everywhere. I don't know very many. Okay guys, I think I'm getting pretty close to the water, to the lake, but I've got to be honest. I am not feeling as relaxed as I thought that I would, just being in nature. I've kind of shared a little bit with you guys on this channel how I've had some situations with some stalkers in the past, so I have really bad PTSD. And to be completely honest, I have not been alone. I'm terrified of being alone. I haven't been alone in a really long time. So this is a pretty big step for me, and I guess the easiest way for me to grow and not be so uncomfortable is to put myself in situations where I feel uncomfortable, and hopefully at some point today I will kind of ease up a little bit and feel comfortable. I don't really know what set me off. Actually, I do. I saw a couple other people on the trail. They were leaving, and they were like, one was like a really nice, cute old couple, and one was like a mom with 2 girls. And then I passed these 2 older, maybe like middle-aged men, and it just sent my mind in a spiral of like not a good place. Now I just keep feeling like someone's following me, and yeah, but I have protection with me, of course, always, and I think it's just all in my head, but the mind is such a powerful thing. So I'm just gonna keep pushing forward. We'll get to the lake soon and finally be able to do a little bit of fishing and be able to like station myself in one area. You guys are witnessing some trauma being released. So part of the reset, I suppose. This pine tree smells so good. I think I just heard a tree fall. Oh, here's the lake. Oh, so pretty. I think I'm gonna keep following the lake a little bit to try to get to more of the open area. There's a baby. It's okay, buddy. Hi. There's Mama. Hi, Mama. Wow. I made it. Look how beautiful. Woo! I made it. All right, you guys, I can finally rest and breathe a little bit. To be honest, I was freaking out. You guys saw a glimpse of that. But I made it, and I knew as soon as I made it to the water, to this gorgeous view, I would feel so much better. And I feel like I needed to challenge myself a little bit and just overcome that fear, and that's exactly what I did. But I do have to walk all the way back, so we're gonna get to fishing. I'm gonna show you guys what I brought. It's about as simple as it can get. Guys, You could probably tell earlier from me packing those worms that this is going to be an extremely simple setup here. And I'm so excited for it because that's my favorite kind of fishing, is just keeping it simple. I did bring some stuff for some bass. I've got, in case I want to do a wacky rig, the most simple of all, using a little live bait today. I'm going to be breaking out the little Eagle Claw size 8 bait holder hooks and some weighted bobbers with, of course, our live night crawlers. Ah, that breeze feels great. I have not used a bobber since I was a child, probably. I used to be the most adventurous, fearless, just wild girl, and I'm definitely not that way anymore, so I really miss that part about me. I was always very vigilant and smart and safe, but I didn't let my fear stop me from doing things. So I think it's a good thing that now I'm being forced to do things alone, and yeah, that'll come back to me with time. Okay, got our hook, and my least favorite part, the worms. Ew. Oh my gosh. It's huge. I'm so sorry, buddy. Okay, there you go. Because I cut you, maybe you could just go on back down into the ground and you could be free. So we're definitely probably not going to catch anything crazy with this worm, but that's definitely not my goal. I just want to have some fun. All twisted. Alright, you guys, well, I just caught my first fish. It's a little bluegill. You got one. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, look at that, you guys. That's actually a pretty decent sized one. Ooh, he's peeing. Ooh, something bigger just jumped out in the middle. You guys, I think the fish are turning on. See you later, buddy. Alright guys, I just made my last cast at this little spot. I think I'm gonna pack up and start walking back the way that I came in, but I'm gonna leave this rod out in case something bites. Got a fresh worm on there. Whee! Oh my goodness, you guys. Well, if only I was here to catch bait, I would be in heaven. Look at that little guy. Oh, it's still fun. There we go. Oh. Alright, see you later. I'll throw this worm in there. It's for all the torment I caused them. Give them a little snack. Alright guys, let's go try one more spot. And then I've got something really cool to show you guys at the truck. I am getting hungry, so stay tuned. We got some kayakers out there in the middle. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this gorgeous view one more time. It is so, so pretty. I am back on the trail. Made it back on the trail, and I'm already feeling myself just kind of be in a better mind frame which is amazing. So I'd say my reset is working so far. Still want to try this other little fishing spot up here. Then we've got the hike back to the truck. And then I can't wait to show you guys what I am going to be cooking up. Just doing at the truck. It's a solo reset day in my truck. That's what it is. This was one of the spots that I walked by earlier and I thought looked really good, but I don't know, the sun is beating down pretty good on this spot. There's not really any shade, and I doubt I could get my bait out there very far. It's a wild blueberry bush, but they're not ripe yet, or the ones that were ripe have been eaten. I'm gonna have to remember this spot for morel mushroom season because the amount of fungi that's around here is just unbelievable. I bet this place will be loaded. And there's so many like down trees and stuff. And then this fall, I'm pretty sure that's when the chicken of the woods prime time. Alright guys, this was the other spot I passed up on the way down because I saw those deer down here and I didn't want to push them out. So this looks really pretty down here. It's more like tucked into a little cove, whereas the first spot we just left was pretty out in the open. If we can just get out there far enough. Ooh, it's pretty. I love how open this is too. Don't have to worry about casting. Ooh. I bet this is where a lot of people fish from. This is gorgeous. Nice little beach here. Something inside me really wants to try the wacky worm, but I'm also getting pretty hungry, so I don't really want to spend too much more time fishing. And I don't really feel like changing my bait, so we may have to save that for another day. Plus, I've got all of these juicy worms left to use. Nice. Alright, you guys, check this out. There's my bobber. And there is a giant snapping turtle that just came up. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it, head back to the truck. My stomach is growling. There's not really much going on. It's kind of the heat of the day. So, sorry this wasn't the most exciting fishing segment. We still have a lot more to do. Alright you guys, I'm almost back to the truck. That was honestly a little more strenuous than I thought that it was going to be, but that's a good thing. Whew. I am ready to recharge, literally. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be that challenging of a hike, but all right. Oh God, giant horsefly. No. I need to put some more bug spray on. If you know me, you know that I love to cook outdoors. If I can find a way to incorporate some cooking while I'm outdoors, I'm gonna do it. So that brings me to today's sponsor, which is Bluetti. This bad boy right here is going to take my little reset to the next level. I'm gonna get to cook, I'm gonna get to recharge all of my camera gear that is super low battery right now, and just be completely self-reliant out here. The Apex 300 lets me do all of that outdoors without the noise or the hassle. This is the Bluetti Apex 300, a portable power station designed for real outdoor adventure. It gives you massive power, 3,840 watt rated output and up to 7,680 watt surge. That means you can run everything from coffee makers and induction stoves to portable fridges and even air conditioners. So right now I basically have three main things on my mind. Food, a fan because it's like 95 degrees right now, and charging my camera equipment. Yes. Got this bad boy turned on. I'm just going to plug it straight in, turn on the AC, turn on our fan, and yes, instant cool. Yes, that's amazing. I'm gonna get our little camp cooking situation all set up. One of the main uses for the Bluetti today is for me to be able to cook some lunch, but it's also perfect for running power tools, charging your drone batteries, or keeping lights and gear going through the night. I just discovered this from Walmart. This was like 20 bucks at Walmart. This is an electric griddle or hot plate, and I feel like this is so much more convenient to just be able to plug this into the Bluetti instead of having like a burner or a pan. And also it is way more simple than starting a fire. Plus I'm not allowed to have a fire where I am right now. So this is the best option, just to be able to plug it straight in. One thing to bring with me to be able to cook. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this straight into my Apex 300. So I've got my fan going and my cooktop here, and still at 100%. I'm gonna go ahead and plug up my computer because I know I want to do a little bit of editing while I'm out here in this peaceful spot. Get that charged. Alright you guys, I'm so excited. I'm so hungry right now. I've got these chicken and sage sausages. They're breakfast sausages from Applegate. They're pretty decent. Also got some Parmesan cheese, tortilla. And I did make it a little bit interesting. I got 2 chicken eggs in here, and then I've got some fresh quail eggs. My mom has a bunch of quail, so I stole some of her quail eggs. I'm gonna be making an egg, sausage, and cheese burrito. Put a little bit of oil. Ooh. The fan's blowing the oil on me. I need a utensil. Hopefully a big bear doesn't come up behind me, you guys, because this fan is blowing the food scent straight into the woods. Alright, we're gonna do 4 pieces of sausage. Ow! Just popped on me. So cute. Here's a trick with the quail egg. They're really hard to crack. Or just to open up, so I like to use scissors. My mom taught me this little trick. You use scissors and cut the tip off. I'll show you guys. Just like that. and then just squeeze it straight onto the pan. Ew. I splattered it all over me. Little quail egg on me. I'm using it today to cook lunch and reset, but it's also perfect for running power tools, charging drone batteries, or keeping lights and gear going through the night. It's packed with ports: USB-A, USB-C, DC 5521, a 12-volt car port, even a 50-amp Anderson port if you're powering larger equipment or starting an ATV. A lot. This is 100% my version of fun. Got this multi-spice blend. So a little bit of garlic salt. Let me turn this fan off for a second, because one of my favorite things about this unit is that it runs silently, unlike a generator, which means no distractions, and you can really truly enjoy being out here in nature. Add some pepper. Plus, if I was in a place where I could have a campfire, it would be really obvious that I was there. So this helps me stay discreet, which I like, and it's so simple and easy to set up. Okay, hot. Oh. All right, this is my burrito. First bite. I'm gonna sit down and actually enjoy this. Another thing, the Apex 300 is built to survive extreme temperatures, from -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 140 degrees Fahrenheit heat. So whether you're fishing, hunting, or just resetting in the wild, the Apex 300 has your back. So yeah, guys, if you are into outdoor cooking, truck camping, or maybe you just need a reliable power source for your off-grid setups, definitely check it out. I will leave the link down below in the description. Thank you so much, Bluetti, for sponsoring today's video. For the rest of the video, I am going to be doing some reading, some journaling, relaxing, sitting here enjoying nature. Go ahead and get to work on this video. Alright, you guys, I have gotten some good exercise, a little adventure out of my system today. I got a delicious burrito, recharged, literally got to use my Bluetti to do everything that I wanted to out here. Something I'm trying to focus on more is doing some inner work, which I feel like is really important. It's just a matter of taking the time, the intention to do so. I thank you guys so much for following along and coming with me on this journey. I feel like it's really important that, yeah, we're kind to ourselves, and sometimes I put too much pressure on myself if I want to go do an adventure. First of all, I've been too anxious or afraid to really do anything on my own in a really long time. But that's changing, as well as too much pressure I put on myself to perform doing something. Like, I always feel like I have to do this epic adventure, or I have to catch fish, big fish, or however many fish, or it has to be something kind of exciting for YouTube, and or else, you know, it won't be worth watching. And that's a lot of pressure, because at the end of the day, my heart and soul of what I love to do is be outdoors, and that's all I've ever wanted to portray to you guys. But sometimes I can get lost in making it seem too epic, and I want to kind of come back to myself on that and hopefully inspire you to get outdoors, get out in nature, and just find the beauty in the details. It's the little things in life that make life worth living. I feel a million times better right now than I did when I got here. I'm really proud of myself, and I hope you guys do something similar. Be gentle to yourselves and just love the great outdoors, because it is the most healing place you can possibly find. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna finish getting packed up here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.